Hey guys, and welcome back to Hardly Working. This is going to be a little bit different of a kind of video. I'm going to be fixing this Milwaukee chainsaw that leaks bar oil. There's another video like this on YouTube. I thought I'd make a little bit better quality one and walk you through how to fix the chainsaw when bar oil keeps coming out the bottom. It makes it pretty hard to use because when you get done with it, you set it down, there's a big puddle on the floor, you lose all of your bar oil. So, let's get right into it. The few things you're going to need. You're going to need a 1/2-inch ratchet, a little pick, a T20 star bit, a flathead. I also have a T20 on my drill, as well as kits of O-rings. These are from Harbor Freight, and specifically I use the 009 O-ring, which as you can see is 5.8 inner diameter and 9.6 outer diameter. Those are all the tools you're going to need to this job. Pretty easy. First thing to do is pop off this cover like you would if you were changing the chain. Once again, those are 1/2-inch nuts. This cover slides right off. Set that to the side. Pull this. I will pull that off. Then you can remove your bar by coming out. That gives you access to this black plastic internal cover, which is held on by quite a few T20 bolts. I wouldn't tighten them with this, but I'm going to use this to take them out. You don't want to strip them out. There are 8 screws holding this black plastic cover onto the chainsaw. I would also remove this same size screw, little metal piece. It'll help you remove that black plastic cover. And now that should just slide right out of there, like so. As you can hopefully see, there's an O-ring right here that looks pretty rolled over. And when you pop this cover on, it goes into this channel right here. So when you pop that on, that little O-ring is right inside there. That's where the oil comes out and it releases onto the chain right at that spot right there. So if that's not, that's basically this hole right here. Sorry, this hole right here is pushing that O-ring back because they sized it wrong or they didn't install it correctly when they, from the factory, they didn't push that on there well enough. So as you can see, there's oil. This is where you can, it's leaking because there's oil and moisture all over this area. This is where your pick comes in handy. Just take that O-ring, get underneath it, pop it right off of there. See if I can get you guys a good look at how roll over this O-ring is. It should not look like that. It's pretty flattened out. It should be a perfect circle all the way around. So that's gonna get replaced. I have a metric set of O-rings from Harbor Freight, like I said. And I already tested this out just for video purposes. 009 is the O-ring that fits well on that. Put them next to each other. Look pretty similar. So I'll simply take that 009 O-ring from the kit and slide it into place. And it fits a little bit tighter than the previous one, which makes me think it'll seal better. Then you want to make sure when you're pushing this cover back on, that you push in the certain spot where it's going to push that O-ring. That one actually fits a little bit loose. So I'm going to switch my O-ring size to the size down, the 008 O-ring. See if that fits on there a little. See, that almost looks better. So let's see if that slides on there better. So yeah, that 008 O-rings fits a little bit better actually. And you're gonna make sure this piece stays in there for the adjuster. Slide that back on and push in this spot right here. Oh, there it goes. It kind of snapped on there. So you wanna make sure it slides all the way over that O-ring. And that's how you get the good seal. Now all you gotta do is just put all these screws back in. I told you I wouldn't tighten this with this drill, but be careful not to over tighten them. Strip them out. Make sure this one gets in there nice and tight. This is the one that's closest to that O-ring. That screw. Then we got to put this little bracket back on. It goes this way right here. Just like that. And you should be able to just go ahead and put your chain back on. Might have to loosen off that tensioner. In my case, I think I'm going to get it. There we go. So now we got that on there. We just throw this, we can just make sure the tension's nice and good, which it is. Put this cover back on, and that should be it. And don't over tighten these because they're just in plastic behind there. So if you over tighten them, it'll actually pull the plastic studs out of the chainsaw. Just get them nice and snug. They don't got to be crazy tight. Because I watched another video where a guy explained that you don't want those to be too tight. So now Let's fill this sucker up with bar oil and see how it holds. Let's leave it there for a good 20 minutes and come back and see if there's bar oil all over my table. So far, so good. Usually it comes out right in this spot, right under here. So even just to give it a better shot here, I'm gonna take a paper towel, put that down, and put this on top of it. We'll come back in a little bit. All right, it's about half an hour. I know for sure it would leak that much in that amount of time because we put it in the back of my mom's car, brought it to our cabin to cut up a couple logs, and there was a little puddle in the back of her car. So now, and that only took about 6 minutes of a drive, and this has been half an hour. So let's lift this up, and it's completely dry. So the fix looks like it worked. So I'm gonna call this fix a success. If you enjoyed, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. Come back to Hardly Working for more videos like this, and if I'm lucky, I'll catch you next time.